to Connect, Part 1, Lesson 1. If you haven't met me before, my name's Stuart and I will be your guide for this new series and journey through meditation. I want to outline from the start that the course is really designed to make meditation more accessible, to ensure that it's evidence-based and also that it's free from dogma. The idea and intention was to blend science and what we've currently learned from the scientific approach, but also merge that with something that feels much more practical that you can include in your day-to-day life. I want to open Lesson 1 by addressing the most common statement that I hear for the reason as to why people have given up meditation or even not tried it in the first place. And it usually goes along these lines. I can't meditate because I can't stop thinking. Now, this is one of the most common misunderstandings of meditation. This idea that to meditate, it requires you to stop your thoughts entirely. But here's the truth. Your mind is meant to think just like your body is meant to feel. The goal of meditation isn't to eliminate emotions or become numb to the world. Instead, it's to help us change our relationship with them and to them. The common analogy that is often used regarding the thoughts is to imagine them like clouds passing across the sky. They constantly change and they're never permanent. Likewise, your emotions are often likened to the weather. It can be sunny and stormy and calm. It's always changing. The idea of meditation is that the practice allows you to step back and to witness these ever-changing emotions and thoughts, and to be able to do so free of judgment and free of attachment to them. And I can testify to this, and studies have shown that with practice, you'll start to notice that how you perceive your thoughts begins to change. Some will appear very insightful and helpful. Others will seem nonsensical, and others will definitely seem and appear very hurtful. But the key here is to recognizing that you don't need to obey your thoughts. You don't need to become the thoughts that arise. You can simply let them pass by like the dissolving clouds in the sky. And over time, this practice helps us cultivate a greater sense of clarity, a calmness, and importantly for me, a real resilience, an emotional resilience, which is most definitely a life skill. Something that you often hear from meditation teachers is this idea that you are not your thoughts. This is never more so outlined than by Eckhart Tolle. He wrote a seminal work called The Power of Now, something that has helped millions of people find meditation. And in that book, he says, you are not the voice in your mind, you are the one who is aware of it. Or we could rephrase that and say, you are not your thoughts, you're the one who hears those thoughts. Let that sink in for a second. It's such an incredibly profound statement because it means that we aren't our thoughts. We don't need to identify with them or be controlled by them. We have choice in our lives. And so with that thought, let's close our first session together. Let's use these days and practices that we're going to share together to help redefine meditation as an opportunity to connect, not control. It's our ability to explore how we can transform our lives, one thought, one mindful moment at a time.